Do you want to launch your first digital product this weekend? I know it might be frightening to do it. You don't know what to sell, how to package it, but the products that people are actually buying, like templates, guides, ebooks, digital downloads, may be something that you can build in just a few days and not a few months. But here's the part that most beginners overlook: the platform. And the platform matters more than you would think. Why? Because it's how you get paid. It's how other people decide to even pay you in the first place. It's how you present your storefront. It's how much you're gonna end up paying in fees. And it's how many growth tools you actually have to build your business. And on top of all of that, the one that nobody talks about when it comes to digital products is gonna be, how do you handle taxes across different nations? There's a lot that we could talk about here. So today, I'm gonna be doing a full review of Blink. I'm gonna cover what Blink is, what you can sell, how to get started from scratch, every key feature you need to know about, especially the growth tools, and we're gonna talk about pricing. Let's get into it. Now, a quick note before we dive in. If you want to try Blink for yourself, I'll have it linked down below in the description for you to get started. Now, I am a bit biased, but this is a platform that I co-founded. Now, I share that so you know exactly where I stand on everything I share in this video. But before you discount it, the reason we built it is because most of the solutions out there, they just fall short. And as a creator who's made over $500,000 with digital products, I've sold physical goods, digital products, services, and consulting, and a lot more. I can tell you that a lot of the things we're gonna discuss in this video are the exact things you're gonna be running into in 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months. Because once you start selling and making money, these are the things you're gonna pay attention to with your digital products. Now, enough on that, but let's walk you through the platform so you know exactly what Blink is and how it compares to other platforms. Now, what is Blink? Blink is a beautiful storefront and checkout platform for you to be able to sell all your digital products. And it operates as a merchant of record. Really quick side quest, because this is really important to understand for you, especially when it comes to taxes. A merchant of record means Blink is the legal seller in every transaction. And this is a huge benefit to you. For example, if someone in Germany buys your template, Blink is gonna handle the taxes, the VAT. Or if someone in Australia buys your course, Blink handles the GST. Instead of you having to calculate it, collect it, file it, remit it, Blink takes care of all of that. But not only that, it also takes care of refunds, disputes, and chargebacks. You never have to register for tax in a foreign country, and you never have to argue with a chargeback. That's the boring, unsexy layer of this whole process that most creators don't want to worry about. When it comes to payments, this is going to work across more than 150 countries and 85 currencies. So you could basically sell to anyone, anywhere, and the compliance, it's handled for you. So what are some examples of things you can sell? Well, anything digital is gonna work great. For example, maybe you wanna sell templates, whether it's Framer, Notion, Canva, or anything else. Or ebooks and PDFs, or online courses and video content, or design assets, icon packs, fonts, presets, specific files or code, or digital services and consulting packages. We're even working on a beta right now for the API that will take this all to a whole nother level. So you can operate your entire SaaS through Blink. And that's another video for another time. And a few quick highlights. You can also do pay what you want. So at checkout, the user can decide what amount to pay. And on the flip side, if you want to give things away for free, you can easily do that as well with free downloads. And this is really powerful because somebody grabs the free guide, they go through the same checkout process, they get the file delivered automatically, and then they land in your audience. And we're gonna talk about growth of your audience later on in the video and how you can do that all within Blink. All right, let's cover these core features because this list is insane. Let's start with the storefront and checkout. Your storefront is fully customizable. This is one of the most beautiful aspects of the entire experience. You could decide the colors, the layout, You could even have light and dark mode for specific products. You could do product sorting, and you could do it all from the dashboard with no code. If you've seen Gumroad storefronts, you know they all look like the same page from 2015. The style is just dated. Blink stores look like something you'd actually send traffic to and be proud of. And on the flip side, you don't have to use the storefront at all. If you already have a website, and if you watch this channel, you probably have built a really beautiful website. You can embed products directly on your pages or use overlay checkout, where the checkout opens right on top of your site. That means your customer clicks to buy, pays, and gets the file without ever leaving your domain. And that means your brand stays in front of them for the entire experience. And I'm telling you, there's a lot more coming, but not only that, you could also create custom checkout links per product. So you could build a tailored checkout for a specific campaign with a specific audience or a specific partner and track them separately. And then this leads us to the growth tools. This is what separates Blink from everything else in the category, because a profitable digital store is going to have more than just a checkout. It's going to give you tools to turn every visitor into a customer. Let's start with order bumps. At checkout, you can offer a one-click add-on. So for example, if someone is buying your template, they could get offered your icon pack right on top of the payment screen. Every major brand does this really well. And think about it, the customer is already adding their card info to checkout. And this just adds one click for them to bump up their order value. Next, let's talk about cart recovery. People abandon checkout carts, whether they're busy with other things or they just forgot to check out. Blink is gonna capture those almost buyers and bring them back automatically. On most other platforms, you have to duct tape a solution together. Here, you just turn on a toggle. Next, when it comes to discounts, you could have percentage off or a fixed amount with codes you control for launches and promos. With email, Blink has your audience built in. Every buyer and every person who grabbed a free download will land in your audience automatically. And we just added lists as well to make that process even better. So you can send broadcasts straight from your dashboard. No need for MailChimp or an email marketing tool, and no needing to sync your customer list through Zapier or some exported CSV file. Your buyers and your email tool live in the same place your sales actually happen. And if you want to grow your business on autopilot, affiliates are really important. You can run a full affiliate program where other people promote your products for commission. And payouts to affiliates will happen automatically. I only said about 1 or 2 sentences there, and the amount that a lot of these companies charge just for affiliate programs is insane. And this is built in. When you have affiliates set up, your digital products will scale past your own audience. And especially if you have a sticky product, people who love it will easily share it. And this is a great way to reward them for doing that. Every month from this YouTube channel, I make over $10,000 from affiliates, which I know is insane. And that's based on me sharing my favorite tools. And now let's talk about splits, which I think is a genuinely really cool feature. Let's say you build a product with someone else. You could set up a percentage split. They accept the invite and every sale divides automatically at the moment of purchase. No invoicing your collaborator every single month, no spreadsheet, and no trust issues, which makes co-creating as easy as possible. And another thing that most beginners don't think about is going to be geo-pricing. And if you're trying to sell globally or to an online market that can be in any country, this is huge. Blink will automatically adjust your pricing based on the buyer's country and purchasing power. So someone in Brazil is going to see a price that actually makes sense in Brazil instead of bouncing off of a US price. You set the discounts by country group, override any specific country you want, and the checkout shows a localized banner automatically. And that means you stop losing international sales you never even knew you were losing. And a quick note for all my technical folks, the Blink API is live in beta. I mentioned it before, but if you want to sell your SaaS product through Blink, you could do that as well. I'll have more video content on that in the future, but I did want to touch on it. Now, let me show you how to get your store set up. But one thing you got to know from the get-go, if you have digital products currently live online right now on a different platform, do not fret, because moving them to Blink can be as easy as grabbing your API key, pasting it in, and basically importing everything. This process couldn't be easier. You sign up, you name your store, and you get your storefront at yourname.blink.store. As you can see, I was able to choose my own name, David, and get my domain set up. Next, and this is important, you connect your payout details so you could get paid. This takes a few minutes with identity verification. From there, you could add in your first product. You'll give it a name, you'll set the price, a description, upload your files and some imagery, and you're live. You now have 3 ways to sell: your storefront page, a direct checkout link you could paste anywhere, or you can embed this into your own website. Now, once you have this all set up, you submit your store for review, and approval takes no time at all. And congrats, from there you are live and selling. As I mentioned in the beginning, it's really important to consider pricing. Some tools will charge you a monthly fee as well as a percentage of every transaction, but here you can get started with no monthly fee. The pricing is just 5% plus 50 cents per transaction. No setup fee, no monthly fee, no hidden charges. And this is a crazy idea. You pay when you sell, and you pay nothing when you don't. And just a little bit of context, Gumroad charges 10% plus 50 cents, and it adds the card processing fee on top of that. So you're realistically giving up like 13% or more of every sale. Lemon Squeezy advertises the same 5% as Blink, but there's a huge difference. With Blink and the growth tools specifically, the beautiful storefront, order bumps, cart recovery, email, affiliates, geo-pricing, splits, all of that built in, you don't have to stack on third-party tools on top of that for more subscription fees. I do have a comparison video covering a lot more of these details as well if you want to go deeper. Now, finally, 2 more things worth knowing, especially if you are still watching and you're interested. As your sales volume grows, your pricing and rate can change as well. And if you're switching from a different platform that charges you less than Blink, reach out to us because we will match your rate. So price is never the reason to stay with a low quality tool. And these are all the things I wish I knew when I got started with digital downloads, but we gotta talk about how you withdraw cash when payments happen. You withdraw whenever you want, right from your dashboard, as long as you have at least $50, and it'll go straight to your bank account. That's half the amount of Gumroad. And if you'd rather not think about it, you could just set up automatic payouts, either weekly or monthly. And I know these are small details to be covering, but other platforms only let you take out payments on the 14th and the 28th, or the minimum threshold is $100. We believe your money should be your money. So who is this for? Look, if you're a creator selling templates, courses, digital downloads, design assets, you bring your own audience and Blink will do all the heavy lifting for you. It's a complete, beautiful platform that you can get started with just a few clicks. And if you have products on another platform currently and you want to switch, well, it's easier than ever. And this is all because Blink takes care of being the merchant of record. So it's handling the storefront, the checkout, and the growth tools without you having to learn how to code or paying for some really expensive software. And we did this so that you're not assembling a stack. You're just opening an account. If you're ready to get started today, you could use that first link down below in the description. And if you do have any questions, you could drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more content like this, subscribe. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.